Okay, we're talking with Joanne James, and Joanne has been with us now for over a week, and she's given us some really interesting perspectives on how to manage problems that we're having, illness problems. And of course, Joanne is a medical exercise specialist and a bone fit educator, for those of you who want to know more about her. So how do you manage osteoporosis? You find out you have it. You go to your doctor, and then he says, go to MedFit Rehab. All right, if I come to you and the doctor has told me you're the lucky recipient of osteoporosis, but Joanne James can help you. So now what are the stages? What do we do?
Well, there's two things that we're going to do. One, we're going to assess you to see where you're at in terms of fitness. We want to know about your history of having osteoporosis so that we know what types of programs we can design for you. Secondly, we're going to educate you, because most people, when they come to us, they're a bit frightened, they're a bit nervous, they've just been diagnosed, or they've had it for a while, they haven't been doing anything about it, and now they realize they have to do something about it, and they don't know anything. So one of the things we have to do is educate them so that they know what they have, how severe it is, and then what we can do to help them. So those are the two things that we do with them when they first come on board.
I think the biggest fear that people have is the unknown.
Right.
You know, I'd rather not know. I don't want to. Don't tell me. Just fix it.
Right.
But in order to know, we need to. Then we will do something about it.
Yeah, you need
right?
to know in terms of the educational part, because if you don't know, now here's an interesting thing. People get diagnosed with what we call osteopenia or low bone mass. Okay. This is the phase before you're actually diagnosed with osteoporosis. More injuries occur, more fractures happen when a person has a little bit of osteoporosis than when they get fully diagnosed with osteoporosis. And that's because they go along and they do their own thing, and they don't change their habits. They still do exercises that compromise their spine and put them at a higher risk for fracture. Now, when somebody finds out they have osteoporosis, it's a little bit scarier. So they will actually follow what they're supposed to do in order to minimize their risk. So you see less fractures almost with that group than you will find with the group that only has it a little bit. And that's where education comes in, because most people will make an assumption that it's not so bad.
But what about the pain?
Well, the pain now comes in if you've fractured one of the vertebrae in your spine. And one, you have to make sure that that is dealt with first, either through medication or through rest, until that pain goes away. It's very hard to exercise with that kind of severe pain. It's quite a severe pain. It's not like your regular low back pain. So once that has subsided, then we can now work with this person designing a program that will help to build their bone strength, their core, their flexibility, their stamina, in order to help them do the things that they need to do in their daily life. Their daily lives.
I know that in the next time we talk, we're going to talk about children and osteoporosis, and that's frightening, because nobody would ever think that a child would subjected to osteoporosis.
Yeah.
So can we continue on tomorrow?
Absolutely.
And talk
Looking
about
forward to it.
Children and osteoporosis. Thank you, Joanne.
You're
Thanks
very
for
welcome.
joining us.